Hello guys, welcome back, and yeah, it's back for whatever reason. I think we're getting bombarded for our like they're out for blood for clear drops. They want our clear drops. They want them now, and they want them all. They want them all now. So this is gonna be a very hard time. It's a test. It's a test. It's an Anjonala test. They're testing our patience and our devotion to our Queen Anjonala, and they're tempting us with every character in the game. They're tempting us with every character in the game. So, if for those of you that don't know, there are some special banners in global that only us get. Normal, like CN has normal reruns, and they make sense and they're good and everybody's happy. We however get these type of things: Yearning of the Water, which is a special banner that eats your pools. It doesn't share pity, so if you fail, you're fucked. And this Invitation from the Water, which is the golden thread, which was very early introduced. I think it was 1.2 or 1.1 introduced in the game for global only. When you collect this thread, and if depending on which one you get, it's a selector that lets you select a character from a pool. We're gonna check the pool in a second, but the way it works, it's 40 pity, so it's not that much, right? But you can just fail to the thread that doesn't have the character that you have, right? You could want a Babel and you just get thread 2, you're fucked, right? So now, which are the characters in the thread? In the thread 1, the first one, there's Lilia, Voyager, Regulus, Tooth Fairy, 37, Ezra, Babel, Eternity, Pickles, Calabound, and A-Knight. Out of all these, I would only care or worry about Tooth Fairy, 37, and Babel. Babel for the future, for Jay as well, whenever she gets buffed, and you can play her with Jay, she's really good. Tooth Fairy for a healer, especially if you're a new player, you don't have a healer. And 37 for like extra DPS and Moxie and for follow-up attack oriented teams. Now, you shouldn't pull on this banner, but if you decide to, maybe check which one you like, right? The Golden Thread 2 has Centurion, Medicine Pocket, Melania, Shamaine, Spathodia, Druvis, Annalise, Sotheby, Jessica, and 6. Now, 6 is a crazy unit. Sotheby is gonna be really good for the Poison team in the future, even now. Annalise, eventually, she's not buffed in CN yet, she will be. And when Annalise buff go live, she's gonna be insane because she is able to switch between stances, right? And one stance increases one incantation for real this time, not Mercuria stuff. Real incantation by one of every card in your hand, and the second stance is going to give you a shield. So she's going to be extremely powerful. However, most of these characters are in standard. If not all of them, right? Yeah, all of them are in standard, so you can fail to them. So, also most of them, let's say the 1.0 character for sure, are in a rotation in the gold cassette shop. You could buy them instantly without any pools, just using the cassettes that come from the pools. But if you save them, you could buy a character rerunning in that shop. So keep that in mind, keep an eye on it. Now, they don't really include new characters besides 1.0. Now, in CN they are, but in Global, so far, we haven't gotten any non-1.0 standard character rerolling there. But even if we keep the 1.0 and you need new Babel or Sotheby or Anna Lee, those will be able to appear. So keep an eye on them, right? So maybe they're rerunning and you don't have to worry about this banner. Right now, Babel is rerunning, if I remember correctly. So this is the golden thread. Sadly, it's what we're getting, and you cannot choose. Sadly, you cannot choose which one you want to get. You're gonna roll. Here's a thread. Oh, you open. Oh, it's the wrong one, right? Oof. Now, if you need one character at least from each thread, then it's not that big of a deal, right? You could that's a free character for 40 pulls in that case, right? It's still like trying to deplete your pools because everything else around it. We have also a Villa Marcus bait banner rerun, which we're gonna talk separately. We have that going on. We have Tuesday, which is very important for the Poison team if you're interested in that. Some people are not. We're also coming from Mercuria and Jay. We're coming from Lucy. We're coming from this banner, and we are going towards Anjonala and Lopera, which is a crazy update with crazy characters. So the problem is, be very careful. This is going to be a very key moment for you to choose a character. Choose like who do you want to pull, and you don't move. You don't move unless you're a spender and you're a new player, but you're willing to spend, let's say, right? So you're getting like the monthly, you're buying pulls here and there. You have extra pulls to spare. You're a new whale or a new dolphin or a new cod, I don't know, whatever you are, whatever fish you are. If you're spending and you have, okay, I did my math and I can afford this, sure, right? Get a better roster, get like more variety on your roster. I would suggest Tooth Fairy, 37 Babel, maybe Spadodia, Annalie, Sotheby, and 6 in the thread 1 and thread 2, okay? After that, still you shouldn't pull. But if you're spending, sure. Otherwise, be very careful. There are going to be a lot of temptations, especially this banner because it has Vila, and a lot of people don't have a healer. Now, if you manage to get Golden Thread 1, you get Tooth Fairy because you have New Babel, or you lost a New Babel, or you buy New Babel from the gold cassette, you have Tooth Fairy. Now, maybe you don't need Vila, right? But Vila, sadly, should have rerun at least these important characters should rerun normally. I don't know why they keep doing this. It is what it is. We can't do anything about it, but at least we can bro, can we not do that? Can we at least important key characters for your roster, like a powerful healer that I genuinely use regardless if I'm playing with mental or not? Technically, she's a mental healer, but I use her with Lucy as well. I use her as a main healer. Always, all the time, so she's so good. I'm bypassing oh, you're not supposed to use her because they're not mental. No, I use them on reality as well. Vila is just such a good healer, and it's kind of annoying because now new players are gonna be like, ooh, I want to get this character. You get the character, maybe you fail, right? Because you know how Yearning Under the Water is, right? It's 70-30, so, and then it's 50-50. So there's a 50-50 for you to get a one of the rate up character or not. And then there's a 50-50 for you to get the character you want specifically. So it's a higher chance for you to get the character. It's 70% for you to get the character that you want. You can still fail. And then it's a 50-50 for you to get one exactly of the character that you want. Like if you don't want Marcus, you only want Vila. There's a 70% chance of getting them, and then 50-50 that you get the one you want. So there's one extra layer, which is ridiculous, right? And your pools are now forever gone because this banner doesn't share pity. That's why people don't like this. I don't know why they keep doing it. I mean, I know why, but So be very careful. As a new player, you should steer clear from these banners. I understand. The logical decision is that, but if you don't have a healer, I would probably do it too. I would probably try my luck and say okay, even if I get Marcus, it is what it is, right? Maybe you didn't pull Jay, maybe you didn't pull Mercuria. You're just saving, right? Maybe you don't care about the Poison team. In that case, if you're a new player, I get it. I would pull for this as well. Now the logical reasoning is you shouldn't, but the game needs to be fun, and if you need a character to keep you going, then go for it, right? I feel like at the end of the day, all that matters is getting the character that you want and that are fun and that are nice and that they also happen to be very powerful. So it's not like you're scamming yourself or you're destroying your account or your roster. You're not, at least, right? So even if you lose some pools, so be it, right? I understand that you want to do that. A lot of people are going to pull regardless of what I say, obviously, right? You don't have to do what I say. This is my opinion. This is how I feel about it, what I think you should do, but you don't have to do it necessarily. As long as you get a powerful character that you also like, you get it. Now your roster is better. You lost some pulls. It is what it is, right? you're still going to be able to almost guaranteed Anjanala within her patch. Even if you can't pull her on day one, you might be able to get her almost guaranteed on her within her patch if you start with 0 pulls. So maybe not be able to would not be able to get L'Opera, but you know, like it's not that big of a deal. It is a deal, but it's not super big, right? That said, I think I yapped enough. You know what I feel about it. You know that this exists now. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm probably not going to talk about this in a separate video. That's too much, right? Let's just say that these two characters are powerful. Vila is the most important for everybody. Marcus could be good. They work together as well, so that's a plus. If you also happen to get 6 from somewhere, or maybe you lost to 6, right? Or you lost to Annalie, or yeah, that's it for Marcus, and you pull for Mercuria, there is a Marcus team, right? So it's a complete team, so that's pretty good. Now, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and see you next time.